Hi and welcome to Jagee's Cookbook. Last week I took you all to Mexico for my chicken fajitas. This week I'm going to take you to Spain. Yes. Now Spain is a beautiful place. It's known for its bullfighting and it's known also for its food and very friendly people. Now we must have heard, now I'm going to do something on eggs and Spain. So I'm sure you have clicked by now. I'm doing the Spanish omelette. Now, it's a very simple thing. Now, usually when we are hungry, we usually go for eggs. All the people who eat eggs, they go for eggs. It's easy, it's simple, nutritious, and very delicious too. Now, this particular Spanish omelette is very filling. Okay, so it can be had breakfast or dinner or supper, anything. You can have it anytime because it's a full meal in itself. Now we all know, okay, among all the food groups that eggs are a very good source of protein. In fact, it is the highest source of protein. Eggs have the highest source of protein and the quality of egg protein is the most superior. Now, eggs contain a whole lot of vitamins and minerals, contains B2, B12, contains a whole lot of natural vitamin D, contains choline, which is very good for brain development, gene regulation, for your heart health. Recently, there has been a lot of bad press when it comes to eggs, especially because when you eat a lot of yolks, it's going to increase your cholesterol level. So keep your cholesterol level in check by eating less yolks, but you can have whites. That doesn't mean that you have to totally avoid yolks, because yolks do contain a whole lot of nutrition. Now, there is a bad press about it having salmonella bacteria and a lot of stuff. Make sure your eggs are fresh. And when everything is taken into consideration, eggs are a really nutritious food. Now, how we go about our Spanish omelette is very easy. Now, here, we Keralites, we have our masala omelette. Okay, we have onions in it and chilies and everything. But this is done in a different way, but it is very delicious and nutritious. Now, some things you can put and some things you can. It doesn't have to be essentially the way I do it, okay? Now, here I'm going to use, firstly for Spanish omelette, you're supposed to use chorizo sausage, which is spicy sausage. Now, we don't get that here, so I've opted for ham. If you don't have ham, you can use leftover chicken or beef or fish, whatever you want. Okay, so, or sausage, no problem. So here, I'm just using cooked ham. Now, this is just cooked ham, and I'm going to saute this, okay? I'm going to saute this in a little oil. And let it just bronze. Now, this is the first step. Okay. Now, while this bronzes, okay, what I'm going to do here is I've got two potatoes. Now, for 3 to 4 eggs, okay, I'm going to use 200 grams of potatoes. Okay. So I'm going to first peel this and then dice it into cubes. So just peel this. Now, it's the potatoes which gives it the carbs for this particular omelette. Otherwise, it just has its protein and vitamins and minerals. But when it's teamed up with potatoes, you get your carbs too. So in effect, usually you eat bread and toast. You don't have to eat toast with this particular omelette because you have your carbs from the potatoes. Okay? So that's one down. Make sure that it doesn't splutter. It's spluttering right now. Okay. Oh, don't need that. This has been washed, so it's okay. Let's keep this on low heat, and then we'll deal with the potatoes. Now cut it into small cubes. Okay. Now our ham is done. What we have to do is just take it out onto a plate. It's really spluttering. Onto a plate. This is already cooked ham, so it's okay. Now we need this pan. Just keep it there. And let's just deal with the potatoes. While we're chopping up the potatoes, we can do the rest of the things. That is, the second step is to put some more oil. Put a little, around 2 to 3 tablespoons. We need that much oil. And I've got an onion, okay? 1 medium-sized onion, already chopped into cubes. And this has to saute well. Keep that there. Our potatoes are going to join with the onions. So we have to finish chopping our potatoes. So after 5 minutes of sweating that down, then we're going to add the potatoes along with the onions. Now, to aid it along, we can add a bit of salt. Okay. Remember the ham has salt, so you have to be careful about that. Now, remember garlic, we have to add half a clove of garlic, not too much. Don't go haywire about it, just a hint of garlic, okay? So probably, this is kind of a big garlic, so probably half a garlic is more than enough. There, just leave that there. Lower it down and let me just saute this. Now, while this is, soft, what we have to do is we put our potatoes along with our onions, okay? And give it a stir. You can, in fact, do it into small slices. There's no problem. Anyhow, it just has the potatoes have to get cooked. That's all. They have to get cooked. So the smaller, the quicker. Okay, so that's done. Let me just mix this and let this cook for around 10 minutes. This has to cook for 10 minutes because the potatoes have to become soft. They have to cook properly. This has been cooking for 5 minutes. Now let this cook some more, okay? And I'm just going to transfer this to this side and let it cover up for some time of this, and we'll get on to the second stage. Now for the eggs, okay? We need around 3 to 4 eggs, and just crack it in. Okay, and just whisk it up. In fact, take 1 more egg, 4 eggs. Keep an eye on the vegetables. Whoa. And it should be nice and crispy. The potatoes should be cooked well, so it imparts a very beautiful flavor to the omelette. Okay. Now, while that's going on, we're going to put our ham, okay, the cooked ham, into the potato and the onion mixture. Beautiful. Then we're going to put some either pepper, okay, or green chili. Now I'm going to put green chili here. 1 green chili which has been chopped up. Okay. Beat it up well. Season it with salt. Remember, we have salted this too, so always be aware of your salt. Now, off this, just leave that there. And just mix this, and we've got some coriander leaves. Here, we add the coriander into the eggs. Okay, so just keep this aside. We don't need this anymore. And there's one more thing, cumin powder. Well, around 1/8 of a teaspoon or 1/4 teaspoon, okay? Just a little bit, not too much. Just a bit. Okay, just to give it that grassy taste. That's it. Okay? Now, this is done. Perfect. Oh, this is beautiful. Just leave it there and dump this or transfer this into the egg mixture. That's right. And reheat the pan again. Okay, so check for your seasonings, whether there's salt. Now, if you want more chili, you can add pepper or one more green chili. It's all up to you, okay? So now my omelette mixture is ready to be made into an omelette. Okay, so I'll just heat. This is well heated. Okay, and just pour this in. Lovely. Just spread the whole thing, and with a spoon, just push it inwards. Okay, because we don't want it to spread. We want it to be a thick omelette. Okay, keep on spreading it inside. If you want, this is optional, you can put tomatoes in. Oh, very pretty. And close it and keep it on low heat. The lowest heat possible. Okay? Now, what we have to do is we have to flip it over to the next side or the other side. So just take out the pan. Doesn't it look gorgeous? What I'm going to do is I'm going to do now it's going to be very dangerous, and also it's going to be difficult to take it with a spatula or with a ladle and toss it to the other side. So I'm going to just invert this here and slowly back to the plate and let it toast on the other side too, so it becomes yummy and wonderful. Look at it. It should be thick. Spanish omelettes should be thick and fluffy. Okay, that's how you know when it's done. So once the other side is also done, then we can serve it on a serving plate, and you can eat it hot. So my next side should be done also, ready to transfer onto a serving plate. And I'm ready for this. Let's just tip this over, and voila, we've got our Spanish omelette, which is totally yummy, totally good, easy, nutritious, very, very tasty, wonderful, and a safe bet when you're hungry. This is for you.